politics, but obviously he didn't just publicly disclose that to the class. The only time he ever said anything considerably woke, which woke means alert to social injustice, especially racism, according to Oxford Language, and the fact that we're using that as an insult is genuinely pathetic because the antonym of that would be condoning racism and social injustice. But we did this exercise called CNN 10. How much do you hate your dad? I love my dad to bits. My dad and I are best fucking friends. I don't know what to tell you. You want to read the good morning text I got from my father telling me that he loves me? Okay. I mean, we can go back and forth. But we did an exercise called CNN 10. CNN 10 is essentially, you watch this like 20-minute news daily broadcast and you analyze and write down your observations from the episode. And they had episodes on absolutely everything. Geographically, it wasn't just limited to like, things going on in the United States. And one day, there was an assignment and it was relative to the transgender bathrooms issue. And our teacher in 8th grade paused it and said, I'm not allowed. I could lose my job if I even mention transgender people in an assignment. This is not allowed in the curriculum. I have to skip this. I cannot show you this. But to any students in my classroom who are LGBTQ+, I absolutely do support you, and I don't agree with the fact that that shouldn't be allowed in the curriculum. And he skipped it and we moved on. It's not even legally allowed in the curriculum in liberal states. What do you mean it's being forced onto children? You've seen videos on the internet of it happening. Okay, I've seen videos that said there were litter boxes in school restrooms. That's not true. They have cat litter in closets, in the janitor's closets. You don't want to know why? In case of school shootings. To pave the roads because of blizzards. Because they're salting the ice. There's no litter boxes. It's bags of litter. They use that to pave the fucking pavement when it's snowing out and it's icy, for the buses, for your safety. And I also know that because I live where that rumor originated from. Connecticut. That's not true. Where, mind you, we also quite literally had a very big school shooting, Sandy Hook, about 25 minutes from where I grew up. I was in school when it happened, and my mom came to pick me up from school because she was so paranoid about it. Be quiet, because you're mad and you have nothing else to say. Yeah, but there are salt properties within cat litter. LOL, yes they do, and they have. It has salt and gritty properties, and multiple people have used that to sand their roads. I grew up with cats. They've put it on our driveway when we didn't have shit to use. It's a fact. I don't know what to tell you. What does it matter? It matters because people are dying because of propaganda that you're spewing. Maybe that's why it matters. You hate entire communities of people because you are reading shit on the internet. Cat litter is gritty. Is it not? It feels like salt and sand, and it has salt properties, objectively. Yes, they do use it in instances where the roads are icy. In my household, we've even used it. That's an objective fact, and the fact that we're even arguing with that, I thought y'all were blue-collar, hard-working men, and you don't know that you can use cat litter to pave icy roads, to ground them? I've never worked blue-collar in my life, and I know that. The closest I've been is I've had fucking, what? My grandpa used to pay me to cut up the wood and put the tarp on the, and I know more about that than you do. Of course it's gonna help with ice. I don't know what to tell you. But yes, in some classrooms they do keep it for that reason. Also there are therapy dogs. Some schools actually have dogs in and out of their building. The fact that I need to explain the rhetoric or the language that I'm using in relation to like sanding or salting icy roads is genuinely sad. Depressing, genuinely. No kids were using litter boxes in the classroom, and no curriculum was that allowed. In no school bathroom was that happening. Fox News picks up, and by the way, you guys know Fox News doesn't have a news license, right? Like, do you know that? They're licensed as a comedy channel because they lost their news license for lying all the time. They were once classified as a news channel. They're not. Do you know that? Do you know when Donald Trump was held civilly liable for grape by 9 jurors in the case of E. Jean Carroll, they were talking about taking cheesy fiesta potatoes off the Taco Bell menu? You want to talk about how we're biased? You're fucking biased. Start there. Who wants to know about my lip gloss, by the way? Juicy Melon Victoria's Secret. This is probably like one of their best lip glosses in my opinion. I see y'all. I see y'all in the comments. They read tweets and believe it's real. And it's so sad. It's so fucking sad. And that's, see, I feel like I'm gonna piss people off by saying this, but I think it's so necessary to talk about. I'm trying to think of how to articulate this. I noticed, okay, with Israel and Palestine, I just want to say, this has been going on since 48. Hamas weren't even founded until 88. Israeli Defense Forces had the opportunity to leave Palestine alone in 2009 and in 2012. This has been consistently happening. And I see a lot of people talking about, oh my gosh, but Hamas, it's a terrorist organization, but Hamas is a terrorist organization. I think any innocent civilian dying, being conflated with their government, yeah, that's a war crime. It's collective punishment. Obviously not fucking good, and I didn't want anybody to die on October 7th. That's not the first stone that was thrown. That's not. Open a history book. But all this to say, while we're talking about cat litter and school bathrooms and blah, 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 Americans radicalize themselves over so much less than what Palestine and its people have gone through. You are radicalizing yourself and waving around the Confederate flag and having groups of Nazis walking into drag story hours and shooting up gay bars, and you are talking about how Palestine is so radical and blah, 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 blah. I am being for real. It looks like she's reading off of a script. This is my makeup bag. My makeup wipes. My water. My hair clip. My straightener. Another water. There's no script anywhere near me. If your country was being bombed and raided and your schools were being bombed and raided by foreign militaries, you would be radicalized like that. You radicalize yourself over gay kids saying that they think they're gay. And you're mad at Palestinian people for feeling radical over what's been going on in their country. I obviously don't think any innocent person should die. That's fucking collective punishment. It's not every Tom, Dick, and Harry's fault in Israel that the Israeli Defense Forces sucks. Obviously not.